Got a beautiful lady coming up to the stage. She's a musical artist. She's got a very unique sound, and we want to welcome her to the stage, Ms. Natalli Rize.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm an artist based out of, well, to be honest, I live where I stand. I've been living in Jamaica for the last year and a half, but I grew up in Australia. So I met Christina at Cali Roots Festival when I was performing there with my band Blue King Brown. And an amazing festival for sure. And just being able to spend some time on the West Coast, and especially in this area, has been eye-opening to me, because I really see there's this, I really see the shift in consciousness. Actually, we see it everywhere around the world, but for me as a musician in a reggae genre, I really see that great support network here, and so I really hope to be able to spend more time in this part of the world. It's about being honest with ourselves about the systems that we live under, and what are the purposes and benefits, who is benefiting from these systems that we live under. And so for me now, a big part of being a musician is about finding truth, a truth seeker, and finding my own truth, and also being able to translate that in a way that reflects my conscious community, whether that's my Jamaican crew, or whether that's my Australian family, or whether that's the people I meet here, you know, wherever I travel in the world. And so as artists and musicians, it is our responsibility to say something real and say something about the times that we live in, because these times are actually very unique, and it's a time where consciousness is lifting, and we know that, but we have access to a higher state of being, right? We have the access to that, and what's going to lead us there is the truth. So truth and justice now are very closely related, and when we have them, we can start to light the path to freedom, full freedom, not limited freedom, which exists in systems like these that we live under, capitalism, which tells us we can think, feel, and live within a certain paradigm with restriction. No, sir. Full freedom is what we want. Freedom to realize life, you know? And what we have under this system is not life fully realized. We have so much more as beings of light connected to a solar system, to a galactic environment. So it's very important to recognize and to be and exist in ways that allow the truth to prosper. Stand by those people who stand up and tell the truth. They may get shut down for it, but it's important that we stand up and show the youngest generations that compassion, truth, intelligence, resilience are all fundamental building blocks of a healthy mentally, physical, and spiritual community and planet. So, I want to sing you a song now that I wrote in Kingston, Jamaica with a brother called Kabaka Pyramid, and it's called Generations, and generations will rise, governments they will fall, because well and truly, I don't really hold my breath for governments to actually do anything that makes significant difference or serves the power that you have within you. So we look to each other for that strength. Generations will rise. You won't see us on your TV, you won't read it in the news feed. By the time it comes, the change keeps beating like a drum. And all the people have the power, they keep waking by the hour. And the youth them see, so they're breaking free from your mental slavery. The fire in the streets. And it's less than equal rights get to lead. Desire consciousness we all see. Open up your heart and let in a voice speak. Yeah, now midst of these crazy times, we're gonna find our place. If we open up our hearts and let them lead the way to the world that we were. Know we can make it. So open up your hearts and let them lead the way. Generations will rise, but moments they will fall. And the only ones who will carry us through it all. If the words they agree, and the actions are strong. Oh my people, we can't go on. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. So hold on, hold Give thanks. You know, I don't really hear the fold back up here. If there's a little bit of guitar and vocal would be nice. Or maybe I'm a bit far away. Thank you. So, when we look at the world we live in, we see a system, we call it Babylon. Really, Babylon refers to, you can call police Babylon, but we call the system Babylon system. And when I say in this song, iration, it means an irie vibration, the way life should feel. It's that all nations, one people, one destiny. We see that, you know, humanity has so much potential, so much power within ourselves, the ability to realize different states of being, living without, you know, outside of the squares and boxes that we've been given to live in, and transcending, you know, growing. Every day we have to grow, you know that. Every day we should be learning something new than the day before. And as long as we're doing that, then we are being a part of the evolution of consciousness. And in fact, we're not just in the universe, you know. We are the universe experiencing itself. And when you start to learn about these things and realize, wow, you know, Earth is a small planet in the big scheme of things, and each of us were born and put here to contribute to the evolution of human consciousness, which is very clearly what the revolution is really about. It's about that inner revolution that we project out. And that's what I see happening, and that's what inspires me and my music everywhere I go, and continues to make me want to be a part of this global family and to be a voice for it, you know? So when we say fuck the system, we gotta know what the system is. You know, we have to understand the beast that we're dealing with. And then, you know what? Don't give it your energy. But one part of me is just like, when we're gonna stop putting our energy into trying to fix corrupted, fundamentally flawed systems that will never serve the people, and start putting our energy into creating new ones that make those ones obsolete. And that, my friends, is what I truly believe is the way forward, and a reason to keep pushing this and to keep doing what we're doing. And we know that there's stepping stones to that, and that's why it's important to have that level of thinking and be active in your democracy, so-called democracy. Be active in it, sure. Educate the youth, that is vital to do, but be aware of the real nature of it, and that there's only so far this system will go before we're gonna have to start creating our own. And people are doing that around the world already, and they have been doing it for some time. And there's so much potential I see, that when you start to think then about politics, you think, wow, that's a real fickle thing. You're all connected to the universe, to planets, to an amazing lifting. Look at ancient Kemet, Egypt. That was a different kind of thinking going on there. You have access to that. We just got to remember, reconnect with it, and start building our future the way we want to build our future. See it?
Problems when you got the remedy. You're misleading and deceive my people endlessly. Then you wonder why me never want you next to me. Your civilians are like slaves out in solitude, and the only way you keep them is to keep them from the truth. While your institutions keep indoctrinating the youth, we hear you speak of hope and change, and you leave no proof. Babylon, you smart, now this is more than true. But when the people wake up, they'll come straight after you. There's no escaping from the plans we got set out for you. You see your men, women, and children coming after you. Life is illusion, not reality. And for anyone who wants some peace, you name insanity. Used to do my people with stories and fantasies. False governments, false cards, false authorities. In this iration, all nations.
Give thanks. So it's been a pleasure to be able to share and be amongst this community of conscious people. You know, there's a lot of amazing artists in the room, and although there's not that many of us, that's not important, because it's the intention that carries the energy. It's the intention behind the words, the rhythms, the way that you come into the room, and the way that we carry what we've learnt and what we've shared and what we've seen out into our communities, and let your atoms of your body remember that and go and spread it out into the rest of your communities. So before I go, I just want to say that I hope that I get to see you all soon with the full band. Would have been nice. But until then, there is more to these days, and I want you to know, because we're right in the future, like right in the shore. Our good must turn, and the trees, they must grow just beyond that horizon, a mountain of hope. See, we coming through your cities with our stories to tell ya. Reaching out, you wanna join us, we'll let ya. To tell the truth, it's kinda hard to forget ya. When one loves the movement, we're all included. Gotta live, gotta run, gotta earn, gotta burn, gotta learn how this one rhythm that we're living in. For what good is it if we don't fit in? And what truth is there to keep us real? They're fooling around
down with your fight. Oh, the thing is hot, but we take it hotter. They'll be knocking down your doors when they can't be sure, but now they know you're not alone. Check it, cause in that moment of truth, there must come a decision. Sit back and hide or grab hold of this vision. If we don't, then we're never gonna fly. How could you know if you're never gonna try? There's no reason to doubt when we're willing to listen. If we screw up this earth, we shall not be forgiven. Need this joke, but we're running out of time. Seems they don't wanna step up to this line. So come with us, walking from shame to our glory, inspiring our youth to jump in on this journey, desiring to prove that our children are learning to respect the world as the earth is to turning. Now we're faced with the reason to unite. Hearts pounding in the rhythm for the time is now. When a promise is made, then it must be delivered. They've seen our breed, we won't concede. Believe it when they come bearing guns, make a fuss, and if they're not gonna get love, not with us. So the world must be hard, the world is tough, and you might know something, but it's not enough. So one day, call you on the telephone, the next day, screaming on the megaphone, and today, spread the word upon this microphone. It won't be long, our hearts are strong like one love.